Hi, and welcome to Camille's Country Corner. I am Camille, and on today's episode we will be making a chicken, broccoli, and rice casserole. Here on this channel we like to make a lot of things homemade or from scratch, and this recipe is no different. So if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, definitely hit the like button, and let me show you what you will need to get started today. For this recipe you will need some chicken. I'm using rotisserie chicken here, about 2 cups. We need a cup of cooked rice. I have 2 cups of broccoli here. I just used 1 head. Need some breadcrumbs, some cheddar cheese, 1 cup of chicken broth. We need some butter and some flour, some garlic and onion. All right, let me show you how to make this. Okay, to my pan I am melting my 4 tablespoons of butter. That should only take a second. I'm going to go ahead and dump in my garlic and my onion. We're going to start to cook that. We're just going to cook these for a few minutes until they get translucent. At the same time, I am preheating my oven to 400 degrees. Let me go ahead and pull over the ingredients that we're going to need. Okay, I'm going to try to block some of this lighting. I have some tea in the back pot. I'm making some ginger mint iced tea, lightly sweetened, because anything you get at the grocery store is full pack sugar, and I like to control the sugar. I actually drink my iced tea with no sugar, sometimes slightly sweet, which means barely any sugar. But anyway, let's get moving on to this recipe. I'm not sure if I told you, but I have a half of an onion and 1 clove of garlic in my 4 teaspoons of butter. Yes, it seems like a lot of butter, but we're going to be making a roux here in a minute to make our chicken gravy. Today I did not take out my bone broth, and if you haven't watched that video, definitely watch that one, and we'll link that video below. But I made this out of just regular bouillon. Sometimes you just have to do that. But I have a whole freezer with a whole shelf full of bone broth. All right, this will only take a couple more seconds. Okay, now we are ready to add our flour. I have 2 tablespoons of flour. We're just going to cook that down a little bit. Cook out that raw flour taste. And then we are going to add our 1 cup of chicken stock or chicken broth. Then we're going to bring that back up to a boil. When you use flour, that's a roux, and it doesn't thicken until it comes back up to a boil. Unlike when you make a slurry, that almost thickens immediately. Okay, we are to a boil. It is definitely thick. Okay, let me pull this off the burner. And yes, it looks chunky because the onions are in there. All right, let me show you how to put this together. All right, I have a 8 by 11 baking pan. I am just going to butter the bottom. You can spray this if you'd like, but I have some buttered paper here. All right, because I am now full of butter. I am going to add my 1 cup of rice. And like I said, it's cooked rice. My 2 cups of rotisserie chicken. This broccoli might need to be cut down just a little. Might be too big. So what I did with the broccoli is I parboiled it, which means I only had it in the water for a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to cut it into a little bit smaller florets. It's a good way to get some veggies into your family, especially mine who doesn't always like to eat veggies. I would like to have vegetarian night at least 3 times a week, but that's me. All right, the rest of it looks good. Probably should have gotten a little bit of a bigger bowl. Don't we always do that? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my gravy mixture. Sorry, I don't like the scraping either. Okay, let's mix this all together, and then I will add my 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese. Because this is very cheesy broccoli and chicken and rice casserole. Okay, I have a partial bag that I'm going to use some of that. Probably have about half a cup. Half a cup. Half a cup. So 3, no, I said I said we needed 1.5 cups. I have almost 2 cups in here. A little extra cheese never hurt anybody. Definitely not a low-fat one here. All right. Let's go ahead and dump this into our casserole dish. Oh, looks like some of it didn't get mixed around. I'll mix that once we get it in the dish. All right, let's just spread it all out here. Now, I have melted 1 tablespoon of butter, and we need 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm using the Italian style breadcrumbs, just the store brand, nothing special. And when I say that, I just mean everything works. You can definitely use the best of the best, but who can afford that in these times right now? All right, I'm just going to mix my butter in with my 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. Mix that all around. It's going to make for a delicious, crunchy topping on here. I'm just going to get in here with my hands. My hands are clean. All right, let's go ahead and spread this out on top. All right, into the 400 preheated oven for 30 minutes. And I will bring you back as soon as it's ready. Don't look at the dirty oven. I will have to clean that. All right, 30 minutes. All right, friends, this is what it looks like when it's done, nice and golden and crispy on top. All right, friends, let's give this a try. I've made recipes similar to this, but I've never made this particular one, so this is a new one for me as well. Get a little bit of everything. It's very tasty. However, I would add more of the gravy to it. I would maybe double it. Maybe because I added extra cheese, but it's very good. It has a lot of flavor. All right, guys, that's it for today. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe, definitely hit like, and we will catch you on the next one. I hope you make this recipe. If you do, please comment below if you have something similar to this. I would like to see what you make. And put a little homemade in your day. All right, we'll see you later.